Hello everyone, my name is Rosie Filarino, and I'm here today to show you how to access and use your Gallegos credit card form from Smartsheet. I have my email message pulled up where the Smartsheet accounting training dashboard link has been emailed to me. I'm going to select this link and it's going to pull up my training dashboard. On the training dashboard, you have access to your credit card form, your PO request form, as well as any demo videos that were made. For this video, we're going to go ahead and access our credit card form. I'm going to select the click here under the credit card form, and that's going to open up the credit card form. Now that we have this opened, I want to show you how to bookmark this or save this to your favorites, as it's going to be something that you use quite often. So I'm going to the right of the browser bar or where you enter in your URL, and I'm going to select this star. The star, when you select the star, it's going to open up for you to rename or name the item that you are saving. Mine's named the Gallegos credit card form, and I'm going to leave it as that. It also lets you select where you're going to save it. I'm going to go ahead and leave it on my bookmark bar. Now that that information is entered, I will select done. And I have quick access to my credit card form from my bookmark bar. Now let's take a look at the form. One of the first things that you should notice are these red stars or asterisks, and those represent required fields that must be filled out in order to submit your purchase. The first field that we're going to fill out is purchase date, and a quick tip is to select this blue calendar icon for a calendar to drop below for you to select your proper purchase date. The next field is purchase by, and this is a drop-down field where you can scroll through the items on the list or begin typing your name in to narrow the selection. Once you've found your name, you will click it and the field will populate. The next field is card type, and we have the options for Chase, Lowe's, MasterCard, and Visa. The card type is the card that you use to make the purchase. For the purposes of this demo, I'm going to select MasterCard. The next field is job name, and this is again a drop-down field where we have all of our projects listed, as well as each division. Each division has the category of education, equipment, office, safety, vehicle, or warehouse. You would charge to your division if you are buying items for your company vehicle or you got a purchase order, you got a oil changed and you use the credit card to pay for that oil change. If you are buying office supplies, it could be cleaning supplies, paper, or if you are buying anything for the warehouse. For the purposes of this demo, I'm going to select Div 60 Office. The next field is vendor or store name, and this is where you've made your purchase. It's extremely important to spell the vendor or store name as accurately as possible. For this demo, I'm going to go ahead and use Target as my vendor. The next field is purchase description, and this is where you're going to list the items and quantities that you have purchased. So I got 2 iPhone chargers and 2 iPhone cases. Now that that's done, the next field we have is a multiple cost code. If you do know you're going to have multiple cost codes, please check that box. When you do that, more fields will open up for you to be able to split your purchase. If you do not have multiple cost codes, you can skip that and leave the box unchecked. The next field is cost code, and this is going to be a drop-down field where you can scroll through the options or begin to type in your cost code to narrow the selection. And once you found the cost code you're going to use, you will click on it and the field will populate. The next field is category, which is also a drop-down field that you can choose to scroll through the items or type them in to narrow the selection. For this demo, I'm not going to have a category, so I'm going to leave it blank. The next field is total cost, and this is where you'll list the total cost of your items. It is important that this total cost matches the total cost on your receipt. The next field is, do you have the receipt for this purchase? And you have two options, yes and no. And during this demo, I want to show you how you would use both. So if you do not have a receipt for the purchase you're uploading, you're going to select no. And then reason for missing receipt field will open up, and you have the choices of reoccurring transaction, receipt lost, vendor does not provide receipt, or other. And if you select other, a comment field will open below for you to list why you do not have your receipt. I'm just going to go ahead and put demo in the comments, but this is how you would use the credit card form if you do not have a receipt. Now I want to show you how you would use it if you do have a receipt. So we're going to go back to, do you have the receipt for this purchase? And we're going to select yes. And then a file attachment field opens up at the bottom for you to be able to attach a clear picture of the receipt. I want to show you how you would do this. So we're going to select Browse Files, and it's going to open up your File Explorer. You would scroll through the items in your File Explorer and select the correct one, the correct receipt that you'd like to attach to this form. Now that you've selected the proper attachment, it's saved to your form. We have filled out the entire credit card form and we are ready to hit submit. When we hit submit, this purchase is going to go to the approver that goes with the job name. So if you are charging these items to your division, they are going to go to your division president. If these items are being charged to a job, it's going to go to the project manager who is overseeing that job. So we're going to hit submit, and you'll see this processing submission window. And when that window goes away, you've known you successfully submitted your credit card purchase. The form reloads in order for you to go ahead and enter another purchase if necessary. And if not, you can always just close out. Thank you so much for watching this demo.